So today, January 6th, the certification of the last presidential election happened in Washington, and it just happened ministerially and ceremonially like it's supposed to. And that contrast with what happened today versus what happened 4 years ago makes clear the profound difference between the two parties, right? Had Democrats won the presidential election this year, the whole country openly expected and was preparing for Republicans to go into violent, if not armed revolt. But because instead Republicans won, everyone expected, and in fact we saw today, that Democrats would peacefully accept and participate in the transfer of power.
ABC bites their hand again, because what Sunny Hostin just did on air is actually unbelievably insane. But again, you shouldn't be surprised because this is The View. But if you're tired of seeing The View, you can click off this video. But the reason why I'm talking about The View today is because of what she said and because of ABC and how many people watch them and how this is allowed to be on television. I want you to take a listen to what just happened on The View, because we already knew that The View and mainstream media, the pundits, they were going to melt down over J6. They're going to try to make J6 out to be what they tried before, but the American people chose otherwise. Let's play this clip that's going viral of Sunny Hostin losing her mind over J6, and what she compares it to is actually insane. I have some more other clips to show you guys, as well as to more meltdowns from the mainstream media, including CNN. But please make sure to smash the like button. And before we start, was J6 an inside job or not? Let me know down in the comments. Take a listen.
I think we need to find moral clarity, you know, in this country. And I just remember after January 6th, you had someone like Mitch McConnell placing the blame on January 6th where it belonged, squarely on Donald Trump's shoulders. And then you started seeing people backtrack that and losing their moral center. You had Condoleezza Rice, I believe, on this very show saying, you know, we need to move on from January 6th. I say no. You don't move on, because January 6th was an atrocity. It was one of the worst moments in American history. And when you
oh, please, you know you don't want to move on because you've lost the plot. You've lost the plot. People aren't convinced. People also found out that there were 53 FBI agents and antagonizing and doing illegal stuff there that day. We found out a lot more about that day than a lot of people would like. And you're mad that the narrative has died out and that you've lost this election. But let's continue.
You think about the worst moments in American history, you know, like World War II, things that happened, you know, like the Holocaust, chattel slavery. We need to never forget, because
no, does she just do what I think she just did? Ladies and gentlemen, she just compared J6 to the Holocaust. I mean, look, we've seen Democrats blow J6 out of proportion before, that it was the worst attack on American democracy since 9/11. I mean, we've seen some of the craziest things, but this right here on ABC in front of millions, this is broadcasted in front of millions. Yeah, you might not watch it, but your grandmother does. Your wife does, your wife's friend does, your grandmother does, your grandfather does, and that's a shame, because this is the type of rhetoric that has gotten us to this divisive place that we are in. Comparing J6 to slavery is actually nuts. It's crazy. You can't make this stuff up. But we knew, and this is why ABC's ratings are down. This is why ABC isn't always in huge trouble, specifically with Disney. We know this show is going to come to an end at some point, hopefully better sooner than later, because this stuff needs to stop. This over amplification of something that never really existed, specifically the attack on U.S. democracy. Really? But it gets worse than that, because I have this other clip to show you that the audacity on this clip is just insane from CNN. Watch Jim Acosta literally plead that Donald Trump should do what? He should apologize. Take a listen to this. And also, do you care? I think Americans just don't care. Americans care more about their food, groceries, bills, taxes. Americans don't care about J6. They're mad that Americans stopped caring about J6. Take a listen.
Brad, is it time for Donald Trump to apologize for what took place 4 years ago? I wouldn't expect Donald Trump would apologize. I think nor do I expect Democrats to apologize for trying to undo his presidency by all legal and extra legal means after that.
Come on, Brad. Come on.
No, Jim, look at our own polling.
Oh, he's cooking now.
Look at
Jim Acosta on CNN is about to melt down, ladies and gentlemen.
CNN's own exit polling. Voters who said they voted on democracy were evenly split between Democrats and Republicans. January 6th was a dark day in the history of our country. Donald Trump bears a lot of responsibility for that. It's something that should stain his legacy forever. However, voters, they punished him for it. That's why he was behind Ron DeSantis by 20 points until Alvin Bragg indicted him. And once voters decided that Democrats were determined to prevent Donald Trump from being elected by any extra legal means, they decided maybe this wasn't as clear.
I mean, shouldn't your party have just rejected him, just flat out rejected him, from Kevin McCarthy to Mitch McConnell?
Yeah, they tried it, Jim. That's why he's not going to apologize, because his own party tried it. Jim Acosta is the absolute worst for this. But this is where the left is at today, specifically old school, classical liberals that stand super far left, like Jim Acosta here on CNN. That's why he's melting down, is because the party did try to reject him. And we, the people, said, no, wait a minute. We don't want that.
Donald too, the whole lot of them. How could your party let him be the nominee again?
Watch what Kevin McCarthy and Mitch McConnell said in the aftermath of that. They absolutely did condemn him. Mitch McConnell was still condemning him months afterward on the floor. Yeah. Nancy Pelosi decided to use January 6th for partisan gain, though. She appointed. She refused to let Kevin McCarthy appoint Republicans to the committee. She didn't let Republicans hire staff to the January 6th Oversight Committee. They didn't allow cross.
Oh, he's cooking. He's cooking them.
The January 6th committee had the Republican of all Republicans, Liz Cheney.
Liz Cheney she was not
included. Liz Cheney is not Republican. Stop saying that.
Out of your party. I mean,
she wasn't appointed by her conference like
Dick
every
Cheney's
other
daughter.
committee. She wasn't appointed by the Republican conference.
Not a good Republican. In fact, this is the problem with you guys. You guys don't understand what MAGA is. Make America Great Again. For many people, it might mean something else. But I know for me and millions of other folks, it means that we are done with the establishment. Establishment Republicans. Listen, to be Republican is to be anti-establishment, to be for less taxes, less government overhead, less government control, right? More control of our lives, less infringement on no infringement of any of the amendment rights, the Bill of Rights, right? This is what it means to be Republican, to be somebody that is for the people, by the people, and not for the government, that a lot of progressives and liberals have forgotten. They claim to be populist, but I don't think that's the populist side. And I believe that MAGA is the populist side. But that's the problem with people like this on CNN. They just don't understand it. Why did your party allow this to happen? No, it's too late, too far gone. That just screams fascist from you. You would love for Donald Trump to be gone and for the American people not to experience what they voted for. We want what we voted for. Stop trying to stand in the way, and that's why you lost. Ladies and gentlemen, just look at these Democrats melting down over J6. Let's go here to Harry Sisson, infamous Harry Sisson. He says, 4 years ago today, an angry mob incited by Donald Trump breached the Capitol and attacked police officers in an attempt to destroy American democracy. Ladies and gentlemen, what the hell? Today will look different. There will be no mob. There will be no violence. Democrats accept elections. MAGA doesn't. Well, here's where he's wrong. And I'm going to show you proof of this because, ladies and gentlemen, here is a Democrat who still thinks that Kamala Harris is going to be president. No, this is not a fake video. This is a real video. Take a listen.
Trump coming out and calling for a rally with his supporters January 19th, one day before the inauguration. Why would you need to do that the day before you are supposedly being inaugurated the 47th president? He wants those people here in town for when it becomes even more evident than it already is that under 14th Amendment Section 3, he cannot be sworn in. He's done. He knows it. He's known it for a while. Only thing is, they're ready for you this time, dude.
That is Democrats on X. These are the same people that have called MAGA crazy and Trump supporters crazy and that they're the party of righteousness. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here they are. But look, that's just one video. I get it. You want another one? I'll show you another one. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is what Democrats thought was going to happen today. They're not coping well. They are not accepting this election. Watch this.
It's over. We're screwed. Adam Schiff just confirmed that There will be no organized objection during the certification today. And he also stated that November 25th was a free and fair voting. So there you have it. Right now it's about noon Eastern time, and the certification begins at 1 p.m. Eastern time. And I am honestly shocked to see this from Adam Schiff, because he invited a police officer, Daniel Hall.
Oh, you thought she's making a video melting down over the fact that it was a fair and free election and the American people chose? She's mad because she didn't think that Democrats would certify this election? Really?
Who was brutalized during the January 6, 2021 insurrection. He invited him to the certification. Why the hell would you bring someone that was brutalized by the event that the president-elect caused? Why would you bring him to the certification to watch every single elected official violate their oath to the Constitution? It doesn't make...
You want to know why people like her exist? Because of people like this. And we can make the argument that there's probably worse far on, but I think that young lady exists. Her mindset exists like that because of people like Tony Hostin. Again, making you believe something that's not real. Oprah did it. Beyonce did it. A whole bunch of celebrities did it. They really have people believing that this is the way America needs to be, that we should be fear-mongering each and everybody over Donald J. Trump at all times, over any Republican, over anybody that differs their opinion. It's because of people like this. In order to keep the ratings alive, they put the fear of God in you, so that way you start to then behave differently and start trying to take action and think that these things are real. They're not real. To them, they just don't care. You think Sonny Hostin really cares? She's a millionaire. She's getting paid millions of dollars to be on ABC each and every day to talk about Donald Trump and put the fear of God in your heart about him. Again, this is why I think this is the way things are headed. But certification did happen. Kamala did certify Donald J. Trump. That sucks. But again, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to smash the like button. Let me know what you guys think of all of this put together. We have a lot more to happen this month. I'm very optimistic of this year because I know the United States is about to win big in crypto, in the markets, in the world stage. We're about to have peace. It's about to show you exactly what the people have been praying for. And one of the main reasons why they went to the Capitol in the first place. No, I'm not talking about the people that did dickhead stuff that day. I'm talking about the people that really felt like something was taken from them. See you guys on the next one. Smash the like button.